powers vested in me as Chancellor, I declare this congregation open for the awarding of degrees and diplomas of the University of South Wales. Ac yn awr, gwahoddodd y dirprwy isgynhellwr yr athro Donna Whitehead yn yr gynulleidfa. Please be seated.
Chancellor, graduates, honoured guests, congregation, croeso mawr I chi gyd. Welcome to the University of South Wales and to our graduation ceremony. We are all very happy to see you here today. Here, in the city of Newport, our roots were laid down in 1841. An education institution set up by industry to bring education to workers in the region and to raise people's aspirations. We are a long way past those founding moments, but much of the vision of those times endures. Our university is proud to work hand in hand with business and industry, preparing people for work and future careers that we hope will allow individuals to reach their full potential. We are proud that we bring a diverse range of people into our community at different phases in their lives, with different aspirations. Education is fundamentally a people business. As I look out to you all here today, looking amazing in your gowns and very happy, I see individuals, distinctive people with your own character and reasons for being here. You may have come to the university with a burning passion for something and have applied that to your studies, immersing yourselves in something that you love. Others may have felt uncertain about what your future holds, or whether you were on the right track or had made the right choice. But through your studies, you will have learned more about your abilities, your opportunities, and you'll have shaped for yourself a greater sense of possibility for life beyond study. Some of you may still be asking and thinking about your next steps. That's okay too, and completely normal. University is about personal growth as much as it is about study. You will all have had your different reasons for coming to study with us. Some of you will have come straight from college, others to upskill during the workplace, and there are others who will have taken the brave step to move their lives from another country. What I see at every graduation ceremony is talent and opportunity. We live in a complex world, and it isn't always easy to navigate. It can be a bit scary sometimes. We also live in a world that clearly needs to change, whether it's to address inequality, the state of the planet, or the health and well-being of our people. We are in a defining moment where, as members of our societies, we must make tough choices about the world we want to live in, and the world we want our children and grandchildren to inherit. Carrying on as we are is not an option. We will need people who can effect change, people who aren't satisfied with the way things are, or happy to continue with the status quo. You need to face the future bravely, to challenge and innovate, to be inclusive, and to work within your communities to create a society in which sustainable and balanced lives are possible, without doing damage to our environment or the well-being of people. The world needs more from you as graduates than it has ever asked of others because of these challenges. That can seem like a big ask. But don't worry, it doesn't mean that we're asking you to single-handedly change the world. You can be that change in your future profession, in your hospital, in school, your team. Big change is usually an aggregate of small ones. Throughout your studies, you have supported others. You'll have inspired one another, listened to each other. You may even have told each other a few home truths along the way. Undoubtedly, you've relied upon one another for emotional support when you were feeling down, or when meeting that assignment deadline seemed like one hurdle too high, or when you were balancing all of the competing demands on your time: work, relationships, study, family. Those are skills that you will take into your career. We often talk about the University of South Wales family, and you will always be a member of that family. For all of us here, it is our community that props us up, and as leaders, you will be a prop for others, inspiring them to succeed. As we welcome you today to our community of graduates, I want to remind you that in any good community or family, we draw on others to help when we're down, to challenge us when we aren't doing the right things, to guide and advise us on making choices, and to make us feel like we belong and that our voice is heard. Communities and families have their ups and downs, and no relationship is straightforward. But I like to think that at the University of South Wales, underpinned by our values of being professional, inspiring, creative, responsive, and collaborative, that our intentions as a community, as a family, are good, to help you change your life and our world for the better. And we hope that we've given you the skills, the knowledge, and the attributes to do that really well. As you prepare for your next steps, we also hope that your time at the university will have made you adaptable and resilient. Life is not a straight line of linear progress. We all have bumps along the way, and there are times when it's hard and not so hard. So as well as having the talent and the passion to pursue your dreams, be pragmatic enough, be kind enough to yourselves to give yourselves a break. Don't fret too much when things don't go as planned. Take a big breath, draw on your intellect and all of your skills, and then try again. It's just a moment in your life and in your career. And today is a really important moment in your life. Today, we celebrate your achievements. So your job for today, graduates, is to feel proud of yourself, to look fabulous, and to take lots of photos. To help the graduates with that, I've got an ask of everybody else in the audience, the family members, the friends, the colleagues. You've got a job to do today, please. Your job is to ensure that when your family member, your friend, your colleague walks across this stage, they are left in no doubt about how proud you are of them. Now, you can do this in a number of ways. You can clap quietly, you can clap loudly, you can shout their name, you can shout something, you can whistle, you can whoop, you can stamp your feet, you can do what you like, okay? And I just want to say that this is the last graduation ceremony of this week, and we've had graduates from fashion, from business, from engineering, all disciplines, and they've nearly had the roof off with how loud they've been. But I feel confident that this group of family members, colleagues and friends for these graduates are going to be the loudest. So we ought to have a practice. Okay? So remember, clap, stamp your feet, whoop, shout, whatever you need to do, family, colleagues and friends. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I think they were the loudest. Well done, audience. Thank you. Finally, graduates, as you walk across the stage here today and collect your award, I want you to hold one word in your mind: pride. Be proud of your achievement. Be proud of your potential for great things, and be proud of yourself and who you are. As Deputy Vice-Chancellor of this university, I am proud of each and every one of you. Da iawn. Diolch yn fawr.
Ganghello, dipro, isganghello. Daparegyn, gwestiwn a pawb. Mae'n bleser gennyf gyflwyno ymgeisydd tailang iawn a gyfer difanu cymeradwriaeth anrhydedd Prifysgol De Cymru. Chancellor, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, graduands, honoured guests and colleagues, it is my pleasure to present a very worthy candidate for the award of an honorary fellowship of the University of South Wales. The university confers honorary degrees and fellowships on outstanding individuals who are leaders in their fields and who have made significant contribution to the university, and with this honour, inviting them to become part of our academic community. Our honorand today is a proven leader with decades of experience leading Wales's largest law practice. Whilst being senior partner, he has also found time to serve this university for a decade as an independent member of its governing body. The university's ultimate authority is its Board of Governors, which is populated by experienced individuals who give of their time for free and have the responsibility of setting our strategic direction, safeguarding our assets and long-term financial stability, and challenging and overseeing the Vice-Chancellor and their executive. Any big decision, like agreeing a merger, is made by our governing body, and any decision that affects the educational character of the university must be made by the governing body. The honorand today studied law at Aberystwyth and qualified as a lawyer 45 years ago. He is now a consultant with Hugh James, but was this firm's senior partner for 12 years until his semi-retirement in 2017. Hugh James is Wales's largest law practice. Our honorand is a commercial litigation expert and a sports lawyer. He was lead advisor to the Welsh Rugby Union for 25 years and its company secretary for 8 years. He still serves as deputy chair to the Welsh Rugby Charitable Trust, a trust which offers financial support to severely injured rugby players. He has also been a non-executive director of Thomas Carroll, a trustee of the WRU Foundation and Prostate Cymru. Since standing down from the USW board in 2018, he has for the last 5 years been the chair of Glamorgan Cricket. The honorand today joined the board of what was then the University of Glamorgan in 2008. He chaired the board of the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama and served on every committee that he could possibly serve on apart from the Audit Committee, the Finance and Resources Committee, the HR Committee, the Nominations and Governance Committee, finally becoming in 2014 the chair of the USW board. He served on numerous panels and representing the university on the group of chairs of Universities Wales, and very prominent in our dealings with Welsh Government and our Funding Council. I've just got a bit of personal advice for Gareth today, which is when he's on this stage normally, it's because Lord Williams is not, and therefore he's standing in that place, waiting to welcome the graduates across the stage, and has the responsibility for closing the ceremony. You don't have to do that today, Gareth. We've got Lord Williams here. So in closing, our honorand is an accomplished lawyer, a skillful leader, a dedicated volunteer, and someone who's wisely counselled, effectively challenged, and sagely advised the university for over 10 years. Ganghello, pawb, Chancellor, congregation, it is with great pleasure that I present to you for the award of an honorary fellowship of the University, Gareth Williams.
Gareth, it is with very great pleasure that I confer on you the Honorary Fellowship of the University of South Wales.
Canghellor, diolch o galon. This is, for me, a very special occasion, but I'm acutely conscious that it's a special occasion also for each and every one of you, and therefore I don't propose to trespass for very long on your time, and I shall simply make a few general observations about universities in general, and this university in particular. It's a characteristic of all great universities that they have a number of qualities. So, for example, in the context of you as students, they enable you to study and to specialise in a course of your desire. When your time at the university is complete, your access to employment is made infinitely greater because of the teaching that you have received. Hopefully, you will have developed your skills for critical analysis and thought. You will certainly have developed your skills for communication, both oral and in writing. And I think in many ways, more important than any of these things, you will have developed friendships, which I suspect for all of you will endure for a lifetime. Now, these are characteristics of all great universities, and they're certainly the characteristics of the University of South Wales. During my very fortunate period of nearly a decade on the Board of Governors, I witnessed at first hand the extraordinary efforts which the staff of this university have made to ensure that your education was complete. During my nearly 50 years in the law, I have seen again at first hand the remarkable contribution which graduates of this university have made to the practice of law, not just in Wales, but beyond the borders. And in my time in the world of sport, I've had an opportunity to see both on and off the field the contribution of graduates of this university. It is a remarkable institution, and you are fortunate to have been part of it. It is a family. It's a family of students, past and present, of staff, a host of others, of governors, and so on. And all I can tell you, in conclusion, is that I regard myself as being inordinately privileged to be part of such a special family. Thank you very much.
Gadewch iddo fod yn hysbys I aelodau'r Brifysgol ac I bawb sydd yma'n bresennol, y cynhelir cynulliad o Brifysgol De Cymru yn Ninas Casnewydd ar y 12fed o Ionawr 2023. Heddiw, anrhydeddwn ysgolheigion sydd wedi profi trwy ei deallusrwydd a'i hymdrech ysgolheigaidd ei bod yn gymwys I gael ei derbyn ar gyfer graddau a chymwysterau'r brifysgol. Drwy anrhydeddu ei cyrheiddiad, gadewch i'r rheini sydd yma'n bresennol gydnabod ei hymrwymiad a dathlu ei llwyddiant. Buddsodwn ein gobeithion a'n disgwyliadau ynddynt, gan obeithio y byddant yn rhoi eu talent a'i disg ger bron ei proffesiwn a'n cymunedau. Hyderwn y byddant yn cyfrannu at ddyfodol ein cymdeithas gydag anrhydedd a chlod. Let it be known by members of the university and all here present that a congregation of the University of South Wales is held in the city of Newport on the 12th day of January 2023. Today, we honour scholars who have demonstrated through their intellect and scholarly effort that they are qualified to be admitted to the degrees and qualifications of the university. In honouring their achievement, let all here present recognise their dedication and celebrate their success. We invest in them our hope and expectation that they will put their talent and learning at the service of their professions and our communities. We trust that they will contribute to the future of our society with honour and distinction.
Chancellor, I present to the congregation the Faculty of Life Sciences and Education candidates that have been awarded the Doctor of Philosophy. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Annual Health Checks for People with Learning Disabilities, an exploration of experiences, follow-up and self-management of health conditions, the programme was carried out under the direction and supervision of Professor Ruth Northway and Professor Stuart Todd, the Faculty of Life Sciences and Education, in collaboration with the Royal Mencap Society. Dawn Elizabeth Kavanagh. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Improving the Health and Wellbeing of People Who Are Not Benefiting from Long-Term Opioid Substitute Treatment, the programme was carried out under the direction and supervision of Dr. Catherine Holloway and Dr. Marianne Bahoko, Faculty of Life Sciences and Education. Sharmila Mahesh Kumar. The Master of Science in Clinical Endodontics, Georgina Jones. The Master of Science in Disaster Healthcare, Guy Collins. The Bachelor of Midwifery, Charlotte Appleton. Jill Buck. Natalie Davis. Rebecca Davis. Jenna Louise Foley. Louise Marie Helm. Molly Hutchings. Rebecca King. Julie Ann Lewis Witcher. Sophia Olivia Morgan. Jasmine Peplow Griffin. Mena Reid. Emma Rich. Lara Richards. Stacey Walker. Eleanor Rigglesworth. The Bachelor of Nursing, Adult Nursing, Helen Adeyemi. Lucy Alcock. Emily Allen. Callum Anderson. Keris Andrews. Jade Ellen Joan Arnold. Abigail Jane Ashford. Emily Atkinson. Ruth Baker. Catherine Hannah Banfield. Tabitha Rose Balch. Nia Bodley. Christy Boswell. Kate Bradbury. Charlotte Brennan. Phoebe Bridge. Courtney Samantha Bristow. Lauren Louise Brown. Alice Brunnock. Chloe Louise Butler. Helena Ann Byrne. Alana Shan Clark. Melissa Clark. Samantha Connors. Zoe Crandon. Josanne Cullen. Caris Davis. Kerry Ann Davis. Louise Jane Davis. Nia Davis. Samantha Davis. Teresa Mary Elizabeth Davis. Joanne De La Haye. Tamara Jade Dixon. Lauren Dunn. Sarah Eggleton. Ellen Louise Evans. Lauren Elisha Ann Evans. Nikki Evans. Rachel Ann Evans. Samantha Evans. Tia Jade Lee Evans. Lauren Fisher. Rebecca Ann Fox. Diva Gibbs. Beverly Grierson. Alexandria Mary Griffiths. Natasha Griffiths. Sophie Groves. Heather Haynes. Tracy Hale. Lisa Hancock. Shawnee May Harper. Christian Harris. Kirsty Harris. Amanda Jane Hoare. Joanne Holloway. Charlotte Emily Howells. Bethan Megan Hudson. Jasmine Lee Hughes. Lauren Hughes. Abby Jacobs. Ellie Louise James. Megan Jenkins. Ruth Ellen Bennett Jenkins. Beverly Jones. Claire Jones. Tracy Jones. Rosie Jones Walker. Harleen Cower. Sarah Louise Lawrence. Jodie Lewis. Kate Lloyd. Sarah Logue. Sophie Jane Lum. Lindsay McNeilage. Samantha Marshall. Morgan Rihanna McIntyre. Charlotte Rebecca Meredith. Haley Miller. Lindsay Mills. Katie Lee Minty. Ross Morgan. Natalie Moses. Lauren Amy Mugford. Kerry Ann Mullen. Samantha Neal. Shona Grug Nielsen. Shannon Nichols. Shan Alexandra Notley. Abigail Ormrod. Danielle Leanne Owen. Holly Kate Painter. Charlotte Perkins. Jessica Perrott. Caitlin Perry. Molly Eloise Poulton. Samantha Powell. Stephanie Leanne Powell. Kelsey Louise Price. Nia Kirsten Price. Carol Rees. Caitlin Richards. Talia Ann Richards. Amy Roberts. Tia Ryan. Nofal Salamat. Courtney Sharp. Emily Patricia Sharp. Lacey Sims. Georgia Spencer. Gemma Louise Tatton. Senate Tesby. Ellie Thomas. Haley Thomas. Megan Thomas. Paula Thomas. Ashley Tibbs. Claire Trace. Paige Louise Van Thiel. Catherine Wasalishan. Donna Watson. Millie West Jones. Abby Williams. Eleanor Williams. Emily Williams. Lucy Eileen Williams. Samantha Wilson.
Fe wnawn ni nawr glywed datganiad cytherol gan fyfyrwyr o Goleg Brenhinol Cerdd a Drama Cymru. We now hear a musical interlude by students from the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama. Our National Conservatoire is part of the wider University of South Wales family. These talented performers will graduate with Bachelor and Master of Music degrees of the University of South Wales, and we congratulate them most warmly. Llongyfarchiadau. Yn perfformio ar ein cyfer ni heddiw mai. Performing for us today are the Butte Wind Quintet. A byddant yn chwarae, and they'll be playing Don't Stop Me Now, Can't Take My Eyes Off You, and an ABBA medley. Raddedigion, gwesteion, graduands, honoured guests, congregation, please give a warm welcome to the Butte Wind Quartet.
The Bachelor of Nursing, Child Health, Leila Board. Charlotte Annalise Bufton. Evie Childs. Bethan Louise Davis. Leah Bethan Davis. Jodie Edwards. Lucy Keziah Ellis. Abigail Fitzgibbon. Lauren Brooke Garland. Sophie Heggie Davis. Leah Jenkins. Emily Rian Jensen. Sophie Louise Jones. Roxy D. Lacey. Casey Naperchick. Lucy Needs. Fionn Panniers. James Paul. Jodie Phillips. Colette Powell. Gabrielle Price. Emily Esther Rees. Lauren Natasha Rice. Rehan Southworth. Hannah Stallard. Natasha Thomas. Cherry Williams. Olivia Marianne Wyburn. The Bachelor of Nursing, Learning Disabilities, Leanne Marie Baker. Rebecca Kate Beamond. Amy Michelle Bold. Sarah Boyce. Corey Curtis. Carrara Deacon. Catherine Edwards. Claire Gabidon. Deborah Ann Gaines. Adrian Guesty. Ellie Gibbons. Sarah Harvey. Jennifer Margaret Howells. Peter Jarvis. Corinne Jones. Holly Jones. Charlotte Lewis. Chelsea Lewis. Mojapiola Folasade Nubi. Tegan Rachel Marilyn Oliver. Ebony Owen. Kirstian Parler. Keith Perkins. Emma Ann Porch. Heidi Andrea Rees. Donna Richards. Rhiannon Richardson. Megan Savaga. Lisa Shave. Georgina Amelia Sinclair. Sinead Spires. Diane Williams. Layla Williams. Danielle Wood. Vidmante Zielinski. The Bachelor of Nursing, Mental Health, Hayley Ackerman. Stacey Badger. Rory Bates. Sharon Bezikite. Antonia May Bowen. Kelly Ann Brickell. Eloise Brown. Ashley Teagan Constable. Megan Cooper. Zoe Erica Cox. Emma Louise Davis. Rachel Davis. Carrie Durbin. Megan Ellery Evans. Caitlin Amber Hillman. Jasmine Holmes. Zoe Lauren Mary Jubin. Nicoletta Juhash. Ellie Lynn Knight. Evander Lewis. Kim Livingston. Sophie Bolanley Adesola Odeniki. Stephanie Palmer. Teresa Plant. Alicia Jane Prentice. Megan Rogers. Nicola Routley Johnson. Matthew Taylor. Annika Rose Tilkey. The Bachelor of Science in Childhood Studies, Katie Alford. Tanya Davis. Samantha Lawrence. Cassidy Jo Long. Chloe Regan. Alex Rogers. Hannah Sloan. Eve Williams. Melanie Wilson. The Bachelor of Science in Community Health and Wellbeing, Megan Louise Edmonds. The Bachelor of Science in Health and Social Care Management, Moinalua Judith Akimbodi. Ibrahim Mohammed Osman Ali. Abby Joanna Rose Burrows. Daniel Evans. Kirsty Evans. Jake Fry. Matthew Harrison. Natasha Williams. The Foundation Degree in Science and Health and Social Care Management, Cardiff and Vale College, Cardiff, Ruby Awan. The Certificate of Higher Education in Childhood Studies, Merthyr Tydfil College, Claire Lloyd. The Certificate of Higher Education in Community Health and Wellbeing, Sarah Dolloway. The Certificate of Higher Education in Healthcare Nursing Support Worker Education, Shan Cross. Leah Osborne. Leah Veal. The Bachelor of Science in Community Health and Wellbeing, Chijoke Valentine Easy. The Bachelor of Midwifery, Hannah Smith. The Master of Science in Public Health, UNICAF, Sene Tekesti Fikadu. Chancellor, that concludes the awards for the Faculty of Life Sciences and Education.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, congregation, colleagues, friends, guests, and above all, graduates. My text says that graduation is an occasion for a very formal academic ceremony. Seems to get a bit less informal every time round, but that's a good thing, because it suggests that what we're doing is not something which is imposed from above, but something we want to celebrate from the ground up, so to speak. Because this is also an occasion of great emotion. Lots of people's feelings are involved here. We're not just going through the motions. For many of you, there's been quite a wait for graduation. The effects of a pandemic on study and its aftermath are still visible. And you've needed to develop quite a lot of patience and a lot of resilience in the last couple of years. But all the more reason for all of us here today to express what's already been flagged this afternoon, and that is our pride in your achievements. A pride shared by everybody on this platform, by your friends, your families, all those who've come to support you. And because this is an occasion when we are conscious of just how we got to this point and how many people it took to get us to this point, it's also an occasion to express publicly the debt that people owe to those who've believed in them, who've supported them, encouraged and affirmed them, and sometimes challenged or even nagged them on the way to get here. So this is a time to say thank you to those who've made it possible, friends, families, partners, all those who have brought you to this point and who are part of your success and your triumph. And also within this institution, with its nearly 3,000 staff, there'll be all kinds of people you'll be aware of this afternoon who have, again, helped you to be where you are. Those who've supported at every level, who've taught, mentored, fed, spiritually and materially, who've counseled and encouraged, mopped up after you, and again, probably nagged you as well. But here on stage are people whose commitment has been to make this success possible for you, and behind them, a large number of people at every level and in every corner of this institution who have been here for you. And once again, I invite you to join me in expressing appreciation to them. The University of South Wales exists so that people like yourselves may succeed, not just in examinations and qualifications, and not just in terms of profit and security, but succeed as human beings. It exists, as we've already heard this afternoon, so that you can grow up into a lifetime of learning. Now, I know that lifelong learning is one of those cliches that's flung around quite a lot these days. But it does actually mean something. You're here in a university because you wanted to know things, not just the things that would get you through your qualifications, not even just the things that would get you a job. Somewhere at the roots of all this was a curiosity about the kind of world you're in and the kind of people you are. And because that's not a set of questions that you find one simple, final answer to, as you go from here, I hope you'll remember why you came here. To learn, to grow. You wanted to know, and you need to go on wanting to know. Wanting to know something about yourself. What are your inner resources? What are your gifts? What are your weaknesses? Something about where the shoe pinches for other people, where the points of pressure are that cause suffering, poverty, and need around you. How you can go to those places and make this world that little bit more just and inclusive. You need to know something about where you can look for help and support. You'll need to remember how you learned to make friends in this institution, and go on doing that as well. You've learned a habit of asking questions. Many of them, I hope, awkward questions. And it's always a good sign when a graduate of any university in any field at all, in any kind of work, knows how to go on asking awkward questions. It's the awkward questions that keep the wheels of discovery turning. It's the awkward questions that make you and those around you go on wanting to know. So yes, we're proud as a university that we have equipped you for the world of work. We know that the university's qualifications are valued very, very widely. But more deeply, the pride we feel is a pride in people who have learned how to learn, who've wanted to know and followed that want through, and who'll take that wanting to know in their lives ahead. You've learned the ability to think critically, to test assertions, not to be manipulated. And if there's one thing we really do need in the world at the moment, it's people who know how not to be manipulated. People with genuine, independent judgment, patience to find out the truth, willingness to work with those around them to find it. Crucial skills for your work, but above all, crucial skills for your living. And I've already mentioned the resilience, the commitment that you'll have learned in the last couple of years in the very difficult circumstances in which study has had to be pursued. So these values about learning, about wanting to know about yourself and your world, where you can make a difference, these are the values that are fundamental to this university. We want you to go out from here as ambassadors. Yes, ambassadors for the university. If people want to know why you have these values, you can say, well, the University of South Wales helped us, and that'll be a great advertisement, and we're very thankful. But we want you to be ambassadors for those values, to live by them, to challenge people with them. So our pride in what you've done is balanced by our hope for what you will do, not just for the university and its reputation, but for your own humanity and the humanity you share with all those around you. Be ambassadors of that hope for every setting you find yourself in. But meanwhile, once again, well done, everybody. Our warmest and fondest best wishes and blessings go with you as you go out to do this work and to make the difference only you can make. Thank you for being part of the University of South Wales. Thank you for this afternoon. And I now formally declare this degree congregation of the University of South Wales closed and invite you to stand for the national anthem.